Welcome back, my lovelies. Oop, forgot to close this. Hey, Kryle. Alisai's quest. We're finally starting this. At this point, all the optional
my friends,
content is done.
Now that we have all settled back into our bodies, it is time we resumed our duties in earnest. Let us speak of our plans.
Ever since the Emperor's death, it's been one unsettling rumor after another. I have a mind to pay a visit to Garlemald to ascertain the truth of the matter.
A prudent endeavor. 'Tis of the essence that we establish the full extent of the threat, not least if it should prove that Xenos doth indeed orchestrate events from the shadows. In light of which possibility, I shall accompany thee on thy mission. Be assured that thou shalt find me more a help than a hindrance. Thou requirest another to imbue thine ammunition, dost thou not?
Ooh, getting called out.
Assuming that's settled, there's something I've been meaning to look into as well. Welcome back, everyone!
Lise! You're alive!
Lise!
You're fine now, right? No more headaches or keeling over?
Should be.
That's right. We're fighting fit and raring to go.
Oh, excuse me.
The famous Lise Hext, former scion and hero of the Alamegan resistance.
I don't believe we've met.
Really? It's so easy to assume that all Archons are acquainted. But then I suppose your fields of expertise are rather different.
Grahatir, at your service. I have read much and more about your exploits, Commander. It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance.
Likewise. The others told me all about you.
Do not be so sure. Words scarcely do justice to the vital role he played in our victory in the first. A more dependable comrade one would be hard-pressed to find.
Oh, right. I did glance at the report. But I'd be lying if I said I understood half of it.
Alright, so here's a breakdown of what happened. I almost died. On several occasions.
Well, that's a lot to take in. Just to be clear, this means we're not heading for another calamity, does it?
Not anytime soon.
Shorn of their unsundered master's leadership, what Ascians remain shall struggle to see their plans to fruition. And though I would ever advise caution, I believe we may rest easy for a time.
I'll take that as a yes. Even so, I don't know what to make of this business about Hydaelyn and Zodiac being primals.
A difficult truth to bear, yes. But at last we understand the nature of our adversary. And if there are no further calamities, neither will there be rejoinings, meaning Zodiac will never regain his full strength. Even so, as the oldest and mightiest of primals, he remains a force to be feared.
Absolutely.
Though his is a power born of the desire for salvation, we have seen the havoc it may wreak. And it falls to us to ensure that it is never again brought to bear upon this star.
Yes. You want salvation, you need to give me necessary sacrifices. It's like, no! No!
But tell us, Lise, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit?
What do you mean? Isn't seeing my long-lost comrades reason enough? Alright, there was one other matter. I have a message from the Alliance, and before you ask, yes, it's about the Empire. So, after Emperor Varys' assassination, it seems his cousin Nerva made a bid for the throne. The trouble is, he wasn't the only one with designs on it, and it didn't take long for a civil war to break out. And it's not just in the provinces. Early reports say huge swathes of the Imperial capital have been reduced to rubble. The Alliance will soon convene in Alamigo to decide on a course of action, and we were hoping you'd come along.
Well, as it happens, Urianger and I were just this moment planning a little trip to Garlemald, and we should be grateful for any advice the Alliance can provide on how best to make the most of our visit.
To Alamigo, then.
To Alamigo!
Why don't you go on without me? There's something I need to look into.
A test of your reflexes.
Oh, forgive me. You were just telling us. What is it, if I may ask?
I want to find a way to cure the tempered.
Of course. You think it may be possible to adapt the treatment you used to help those corrupted by the Sin Eaters?
I'm sorry, a cure for tempering? But that would change everything. Alisaie, consider yourself uninvited. Go and find us this cure.
I'll do my best. I was hoping you might join me. Don't worry if not, though. I won't hold it against you if you'd rather attend a stuffy meeting.
Politics aren't my thing, so I'll go with you. What meeting? Lead on.
I knew you'd say yes.
I'll come too. If you don't mind, that is.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Mind? I'm sure they would be glad of your company. Pray, enjoy your time together with your hero.
No. That's not... I mean, I simply thought my knowledge might be of some use.
We shall be on our way then. Godspeed.
Heck yeah. True. Yeah. A trip to Oz's Law? Tataru, what are you up to? You didn't. I'm mildly concerned now. Now we gotta go find Tataru. Whee! Oh, hey, whoa. You bought an airship. Bonanza. I like the color scheme though. It's mostly pink and silver. I can get behind that. I like silver. Tataru. You can't do everything. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Bum, 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 bum. I'm probably gonna have to cut out travel time in Oz's Law because, oh my gosh, the only way to get around this place is by flying. I mean, you could go by land, but traveling in Oz's Law is a pain, especially because we only have one Aetherite! Okay. Wait. Hold on. Coffee's hungry. Coffee's hungry. I should, you know, do my motifs just in case we run into trouble. That's actually real. Oh, hey. Maybe I might put 15 higher on my list for recording. I miss 15. Don't worry, we're still gonna revisit 16, just at a later date. Hopefully it'll be better quality than the last one. By that I mean not have the audio issues that I was dealing with, along with better pacing on my part, because pacing on my part was not so good. Especially since I was trying to balance that Borderlands. No, I think I've had just finished Borderlands, or like rushed Borderlands to do that. I think Hogwarts Legacy as well. No, because I think I was doing Legacy and Borderlands at the same time. I was doing Heaven's Ward, I think, when I did 16. I don't remember. I'd have to go through my videos and my playlists Because I know I was doing 16 and another game at the same time, and it kind of like was screwing with me because I was also working like 8 hours a day too, so. Because I know like halfway through 16 I did have that as my main focus, so. But meh. I've also like talked about how I'm going to do 16 as well. For anyone who hasn't been paying attention, I am going to play on an easier difficulty, or on the easier difficulty this time around, just to have the story better on my channel. I've already done it on normal mode, so if you want to watch it that way, awesome. If you want to just like sit back and just we go through the story again together, because I just want to go through the story again as well. I really enjoyed the story. I think the pacing will be a little bit better on my end if we go through on the lower difficulty, just for story purposes. That's it. Ooh, that was a flash of light. It's not even raining. But also what we're going to be doing after this is Chain of Memories. Still mildly struggling on how I want to do that. Because I do want to clear the rooms that I'm going through. But I'm not going to be the cards that I'm definitely not going to be using are Almighty Darkness, and the Mushroom cards. Those 3 cards I'm definitely not going to be using for room cards. More so because it's more of an annoyance to deal with. Like, I could easily get through the Almighty Darkness rooms just fine, but I don't get a benefit from it other than the enemies are not stronger, but their cards are stronger because it increases them by 2. Yeah, 2. So, like, there's no benefit to it. So there's not really a reason for me to... actually... Well, not that. I'm thinking of something else. Maybe if I know for a fact that I could probably do... No. Because we're gonna do the intro into Traverse Town, into maybe the Key of Beginning. And then the last 2, we're gonna go... I could do it that way. Potentially. If it works out that way, we'll see how things like line up, because I'm still going to have to do grinding, a lot of grinding in Chain of Memories itself, because experience is gained a different way. It's not just, oh, defeat the enemy, get the experience. No, you have to go collect that experience that drops, and it can disappear. So, here you are. Alright, 1, 2, 3. So, but the way that I'm going to explain is beginning up to key beginning, do a little bit of grinding in between that, then make my way to the second key, final key, and then episode, it should be long enough to stop it right there. Very funny. Let's get back to work. Oh, graha. But yeah, and then hallway into the key of beginning, because not every hallway is going to have a boss battle, but there are boss battles in the hallways. God, so my I know I said I was gonna skip things, but I'm just like talking and getting things off of my mind. But your best how do I put this? How you know if you need to grind more is the hallway bosses. The main bosses aren't necessarily that difficult. Some of them have mechanics that you need to work through. And then you do the mechanic, you get the Mickey key card, or Mickey card, and boom, you can just wail on them all you want. Or do the mechanic properly and be able to attack the boss. Those types of things. Not every boss is like that. But it's the hallway bosses where if you don't beat that hallway boss, or unable to beat that hallway boss, you need to grind more. Those are the real challenges, especially later on in the game. One boss in particular, oh my god, he's more of an annoyance, and if I'm not dealing chunks or struggling in any way, shape, or form against this particular boss, because he's the easiest of the hallway bosses, then I know for a fact that I need to grind. Because it's more of... His fight is more of an endurance test than it is actually difficult. For those of you who know who I'm talking about, he has a shield. Like, he's literally the easiest of all the bosses. But if you struggle with him in any way, shape, or form, or, you know, it becomes a battle of attrition, you're kind of screwed. Because his whole thing, realistically, is... So, when he's reloading his deck, he will be guarding, and it will be an infinite guard. You can't get past it. You can't, because he turns with you as he's doing that. So, you can't get rid of his cards. If you do, or you can't. Just don't get rid of all of his cards. Because when you break a card, it just deletes it from the deck, basically. So that's how that works. And the same thing with you. If they break a card that you have, it gets deleted from the deck. You are able to get it back through certain means. I will explain that later when we actually do Chain of Memories. But he also is... really annoying is that he does have certain abilities that he's just guarding through your attacks. And again, if you're struggling with this boss, you need to grind. Like, he's really easy to struggle with if you are not prepared. Especially if you don't know how to get through his shield. Like, when he attacks is basically when you need to attack. Type deal with him. You know, break his cards and, you know, attack him while before he can guard. Obviously, when he's reloading, just follow him around. He won't do anything while he's reloading. So, it's one of those things. So, and as I've said, if the fight turns into a battle of attrition, you've already lost. Kind of like a Souls boss. As soon as it turns into one of those, you've already lost. I'm also going to need to... So there's 2 reasons to grind in Chain of Memories. One for, like, Moogle points. I think it's just called CP, which is card points. Why is it called CP? Card points. Jesus Christ. That's... Okay. So you have your card points, which allows you to buy cards from the Moogle. And then, you know, obviously grinding for levels, getting stronger, being able to have more health, more abilities, more cards in your deck. So, regardless, there's, funny enough, that particular boss that is really easy, getting his card is really, really good. One of the better ones in the game. Password. It'd be hilarious if that actually worked. Oh no. Wild Rose! It's probably Courage. True. I was just dealing with Sid the other day over, or with other Machina. The weapons has, let's see. I want this. Okay. Alright, Graha. Let's get through this cutscene and then we should be able to end it. And then I'll get Frankie out, get him to go potty. bum bum. Oh, jeez. That one hit me a little hard. It was like a sneeze and a cough met halfway in the middle. It decided to just make me snort. Oh my goodness. Oh, well. Either way, my lovelies, like, comment, subscribe if you so choose to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.